The Lament, the Sonoro-Sphere, the Tacet system, the Dark Tide. If you've played Wuthering Waves, you've heard these words. They sound mysterious, but do you really know what they mean? Hello everyone, welcome to PST channel. Game story, movie style, for your busy days. Normally, we tell stories like cinematic recaps, but today, we're doing something different. A lore lecture. Together, let's untangle these confusing terms and see how they connect. By the end, you'll understand why this world cries, why ghosts remain, and why humanity fears the next lament. The lament and frequency. The starting point is, of course, the lament. It isn't just a one-time disaster. It is the cycle that defines this world. Civilizations rise, and the lament wipes them out. Cities collapse, mountains float in the air, and even the laws of physics break down. Time bends, space twists, and billions die. In other games, you can compare it to the Reapers in Mass Effect, returning in cycles to purge civilizations. However, this is by nature's doing in Wuwa. And yet, nothing is truly lost, because this world remembers. It records everything, and those memories echo back like a haunting frequency. From this endless cycle emerges what is collectively known as wave-worn phenomena, anomalies born directly from the influence of the lament upon Solaris 3. This is more comparable to the Final Fantasy XIV Calamity, a disaster that could appear in many forms. They can manifest on many scales, from small distortions to catastrophic ecological and psychic collapse. What unites them is their chaotic, erosive nature, often tied to tacet discords. Representative examples of wave-worn phenomena include tacet fields, marked zones where discords originate, tacet discord outbreaks, sudden swarms of corrupt creatures. Imagine what Frolova did at 1.0, but not only limited to that. Tacetite, rare crystallized energy for resonator weapons. Gravity loss, floating terrain and warped landscapes. We could see this everywhere happening around the world. Retroact rain, memory-filled rainfall replaying the past. This is what happened in Jinzhou before, as you may remember, back in 1.0 event. All of them highlight the destructive, chaotic, and reality-warping influence of the lament. Frequency, the world's spirit. To understand why this matters, we need to talk about frequency. Wuthering Waves doesn't use the word soul. Instead, it explains everything as vibration. Matter, energy, memory, even people. All of it is frequency. When someone dies, their frequency doesn't vanish. It leaves a trace, like a recording. Emotions, memories, regret, these fragments echo back, forming echoes. So is frequency the same as a soul? Not quite. Souls are eternal, said to move on or to be reborn. Frequency is different. It's data. It can replay, be copied, or be corrupted. Ghosts and Wuthering Waves aren't true souls, but echoes replaying inside the Sonoro-Sphere, like broken tapes looping forever. In Final Fantasy VII, souls return to livestream. But in Wuwa, frequencies return to the Sonoro-Sphere near it. That's why ruins feel haunted. After a lament, countless lives flood into the Sonoro-Sphere. Shadows of the past remain, not alive, but still carrying weight. Humanity never disappears completely. It leaves echoes etched into the world. Tacet discords in the Sonoro-Sphere. From corrupted frequencies come tacet discords, the living noise of Solaris 3. They are born in tacet fields, where pressure distorts frequencies so violently that echoes shatter into twisted forms. Some look human, others like beasts, and some infest machines. Their corrupted vibrations given life. Even if destroyed, their resonance lingers, which is why resonators can capture their echoes, crystallized fragments of final notes. But where does all this resonance gather? Inside the Sonoro-Sphere, the world's memory field. Imagine the planet wrapped in a sea of sound. Every death, every disaster, every echo is stored here. It's similar to the life stream of Final Fantasy VII, except fragmented. Frequencies don't merge into one flow. Each Sonoro-Sphere preserves its own record. Some are natural, others artificial, like the Midnight Ranger simulation training or the Nimbus Sanctum. But spheres are dangerous. Recordings can distort. In rare cases, a death near a sphere can turn into a self-aware corruption, creating discords like Pascar. When a sphere collapses, it leaves behind Sonus caskets, treasured artifacts. Even greater mysteries remain, like Frolova's domain, the Beyond, Convergence point of decaying frequency, and the birthplace of Hecate. Tethys, humanity's archive. To fight back, humanity built the Tethys system, or Civilization's sand table. It's the heart of the Black Shores, a vast archive of Sonoro-Spheres combined with predictive computing. Tacet runs on the emotions of the Lament itself. Data becomes stars, charting Solaris. Corrupted data falls into the Necrostar, a black stellar archive. Its stellar matrices can simulate or compress entire calamities, projected into the underground vault known as the City of Eternal Night. It can predict new Lament outbreaks within 24 to 48 hours, humanity's only early warning system. Safeguards like the fallacy of no return roam between reality and data space, ensuring stability at any cost. Dark Tide, Leviathan's paradise. Among all the wave-worn phenomena, one is feared above all: the Dark Tide. It first appeared in Renacida, born of ancient wars between settlers divided in worship of the Thermodian Leviathan and the Sentinel Imperator. The Dark Tide is Leviathan's power, disguised as paradise, an end to hunger, sorrow, and pain. But in truth, it is a simulation. Those who touch it are transformed into vessels, corpses that grow mouths and sing hymns. They spread madness, dragging all into convergence called the Journeying Paradise. At its peak, even landmasses move under darkened skies, carrying Leviathan's creed into new lands. Final chain, how it all connects. So, how do these terms connect? Lament, world-scale calamity, recurring cycles of collapse. Wave-worn phenomena, smaller scale distortions within a lament. Dark Tide, a wave-worn phenomenon tied to Leviathan. Frequency, the spiritual essence of all things, the foundations of echoes, discords, and phenomena. Echoes, recording of frequencies, fragments of the past. Tacet discords, monsters born from corrupted frequencies. Tacet fields, distortion zones birthing discords. Sonoro-Sphere, the world's memory field, preserving all frequencies. Tacet system, humanity's machine archive, predicting and recording laments. In short, the world screams, remembers, and breaks again. Humanity survives only by listening and fearing the next cry. And that is the core of Wuthering Waves' world. Complicated words, yes, but all connected by one theme. The world remembers everything. Here at PST Channel, that's what we do too. We preserve the stories of games, so even if you don't have time to play, you can still experience them like a movie. We want these worlds, these memories, to live on for everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care and keep listening to the echoes.